Hello, Chef. My name is Chef James Corwell, and I'm the creator of Ahimi. It's a plant-based alternative to raw tuna. And I'm here to give you a few quick instructions on how to use this brand new product. So this is a bag that I've just pulled out of the case. It comes frozen. And I want to point out two things. One is our finished side, and here you can see it. It's nice and smooth on the surface. You can see where we've removed the skin. And then the unfinished side. Here is where we cut it and removed all the seeds. That's going to be important to know later on when we go to pull it out of the bag. But first we need to thaw it. So let's go ahead and thaw it, and we'll take it to the next step. Here you can see we've thawed the Ahimi. You can see there's some juice in the bag, and I like to drain it off before we get started. Again, I'm working with the finished side up, which I find is always helpful. Simply just, I like to just take some scissors and cut the edge. And then lift it up and just let it drain. And typically about 20 minutes in the colander here to drain is perfectly sufficient. And then you're ready to make some sushi. Okay, Chef, now we've let this drain for about 20 minutes, and you can see we got a little bit of liquid here. I might add it's absolutely delicious. If you can think of something to do with it, please let me know, but it's great on soba noodles. That said, here it is drained, and it looks amazing, and we're ready to take it out of the bag. And I just want to give you a quick hint on how to do that. So often, people have just opened it up and dumped it into a bowl. Please, please, please don't do that. This is what I recommend. Now that it's drained, just simply trim along the bottom edge of the bag like so, and then you can lift it and slide it out onto a plate, and it comes out perfectly, and you can really see the care that we've put into stacking these pieces to make it easier for you to use when you go to make sushi. Okay, Chef, we're ready to start making some sushi, and what I want to take you through now is how to blot the excess moisture. We want it to have that great sushi texture. So I simply lay out some paper towels, or you may want to use a side towel, what have you. But it's really easy just to take the slices, lay them out as you would. Some irregularity might be there, but I think you'll find that it won't inhibit you from making some great sushi. And so I simply just lay my pieces out and then press. And you can press firmly to make thinner, or you may press a little less firmly so that they have a slightly thicker profile. But the goal of this exercise is just to remove that excess moisture. And then you stack the pieces once you've pressed them, and you have 100% usable product ready to go into production, and you're 100% ready to impress your customers. Well, Chef, we're ready to make some sushi. So here I've made a simple avocado roll, and you can do anything you want to with Ahimi. This is just the basic of basic. Obviously, you can use Ahimi anywhere that you would use raw tuna. But this is just a good, quick, simple demonstration. You have your pressed pieces already, and you just position them as you would thinly sliced tuna right over the top. You may want to slightly angle them more or less depending on how much you're looking to use or not use, but whatever looks good. This is appropriate for me. And then you would just simply slice as you would any normal roll. You may want to press it more to make it more uniform for packaging, so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and slice it so that you can get a sense of how it really looks like tuna. You can see here, you're really starting to get that great raw tuna effect. I wish you were here to try it, but hopefully you're working with some now so that you can really taste it. And then you would just plate as you would normal. 2, 2, and garnish. Here I have some simple sesame seeds, but we've left Ahimi delicate in flavor enough that you can add your own flavor profile, your own creativity. So again, it doesn't have to be simple sesame seeds. It could be ginger, scallion, some spicy mayonnaise. Have fun with it. Well, Chef, I'm ready to make some nigiri now, and I just want to give you some quick tips on working with Ahimi when you're going to make a piece of nigiri. Here I've gone ahead and shaped up some rice, and I have my pressed Ahimi slices, and I'm ready to go. Now, for me personally, I like a thicker slice of the Ahimi, but you may prefer to work with thinner slices, whatever works for your establishment. So, again, I've got a piece of Ahimi here. You may choose to cut it in half, like so, and then simply hold it in your fingers. You may want to stretch it and just smooth the edges out ever so gently before placing it over a piece of rice like so. The second half, again, you may want to press it between your fingertips, smooth out the edges, especially at the tips, just a little bit before placing it over the rice and creating a mirror image of the first piece. Another example, you might have one that is a little too wide, and you may just cut it using 2/3 of a piece. So again, you would either pinch or smooth the edges, pull it a little bit in your fingertips as needed, place it over the rice, or another identical piece. Now you've got this slightly smaller piece. Again, there are some irregularities that you do have to contend with. In this piece here, you might want to trim it a little bit, smooth it as needed, trim it as needed, and then you can combine these two pieces to make one beautiful strip. I like to tell people that the Ahimi is 100% usable. If you're not using it for a nigiri style, you can chop this up and use it for inside where you would make a spicy tuna mixture. Again, you have another wonderful slice there. Sometimes it just makes sense to go ahead and cut them. So, or you can slightly fold, roll one edge over, smooth the edges out. My preference, if it's not too thick, is to fold it over. I like the bold flavor that we can get from just one nice piece, like so. You can place it, and it just looks incredible. From here, you may choose to use a little bit of seaweed or garnish. I love this effect, and it's quite simple to do. for 1. For 2. I love to tell people that whereas this is a new product and does require a new set of techniques to a small degree, that you don't need as much skill to use Ahimi as you need to actually be working with raw fish. So that's the good part. But as you can see, it makes a beautiful product, beautiful finished product, looks and smells and tastes just like the real thing. Hope you enjoy working with it as much as I do.